You have to look a little bit more put together. I promised today I really wanted to make an effort for the live stream. Like I promise, I really did. And I was like, don't go online unless you're done up and look fancy and look bougie. Like, don't go on like this. And then today has not been a good day. I'm not having a good 48 hours, team. So, because I'm being a sad sack, I took myself to the gym to just do a yin yoga class. And it was at 1 o'clock and finished at 2. So I've just done that. And so that's why I look like this. Okay, that's why I look like this. I am not having a good day. I'm probably gonna cry. That's always great for the internet. We love seeing someone cry. And I know what's wrong, so it's fine. So here's what we can do. We can either not do a live today and not do one, and I'll go be a sad sack. I can just read to you, and so I don't have to talk, okay, or think, because I can just read to you. Or you can lead the conversation and ask questions and give topics, and we will discuss together. So you've got 3 options there. No live stream, read a book, you give conversations. Let's be sad sacks together. Well, I mean, there is that. Tell us what's up. I don't want to. I don't want to. I just don't want to go into it. Anyway, what type of topics? Any topics you like. Anything you like. So we can read a book. We can... What would you like to do? Should we read a book? Good ideas for recipes. I'm gonna make Bernie's food later. Should we just read a book? I think let's read a book. I think that's the easiest thing to do. It's Wednesday. It's good. Like, I got up early, I went for a walk, called my sister, went to the gym, did what I was meant to do, read us an essay thing. Well, I was going to read you something that's more interesting. This book, which I love, this book, it's called Who Cooked the Last Supper? A Women's History, and I really like it. So I thought, you know what, I might just read in the beginning. We want to know what's happening. How are you? I'm fine, I'll be fine. It's just the time of year, that's all. It's the time of year. I knew this was coming. It is what it is. So, should we read this? Should we just read this instead? Yes. Hey, guess whose birthday it is tomorrow? Oh, I'm going to cry about that now as well. And I don't want her to get older. But guess whose birthday it is tomorrow? My sweet little girl. She's going to be 8. She's going to be 8 tomorrow. And yeah. Anyway, let's read. Oh my God, sort yourself out. Don't do this on the internet, okay? You don't need to do this on the internet. Just stop. Everything's fine. Ugh. What would Beyonce do? I don't know what she'd do. Pause and come back if you need to. I'm fine. It's my mum's anniversary soon, and this happens every year. Then every year I'm like, why are you suddenly deeply sad? And I'm like, oh, it's because TikTok, or it's because live stream, or it's because whatever. And then I'm like, no, it's not that. And then I'm like, well, it's definitely not that thing. You're like, it's not that thing. Like, I'm over that thing. Like, I'm over it. And then it's hard because you wake up deeply sad. You just wake up deeply sad. And because the body keeps a score, and so when it's that time of year or that time of thingies, you just like, I don't know, just so even though I'm fine, like physically I feel very sad. I can't describe it. Physically I feel very sad, even though it's gonna be 8 years, like. And then I'm like, you should be over it. And I'm like, why are you being so cruel to yourself? Why should you be over something? And then because I'm abroad and because I'm on my own and I'm feeling slightly vulnerable and I've come on my period, and then and because Bernie's going to be 8 years old, and then Bernie's going to be 8, and then that makes me sad because she's getting older, and then and then I'm catastrophizing, and then I just need to just sit with it. I just need to sit with it and not tell everybody. I just needed to sit with it and not tell everybody. And then the first thing I did is I came on and told everybody. I'm doing really well. I'm doing really well. Look at this state. I look awful. I look awful. And I'm just not having a good time. It will pass, like it will pass. I'm the same on my dad's important days. You just gotta let it be. Oh God, is he okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be absolutely fine. It's just, you just gotta let the days pass, haven't you? You just gotta let the days pass. And I think about that time, and I think, oh, what hell it was. Like, we went through absolute hell. And I think, thank God I'm not in that time anymore. Like, I should be happy and dancing, because thank fuck I'm not in hell anymore. And yet, I just feel sad. Like, I remember how sad I felt then. And so I feel sad now, because it's coming up soon. And I used to write about it when it first happened, like how the seasons change, so you wear clothes that you wore at the same time, or like the weather feels the same, or the dates, you look at the dates and you're like, oh yeah, that's coming up. And you think like, oh, you don't connect the two, but physically your body holds on to, like the body keeps the score, holds on to trauma, it holds on to these dates. And then just with Bernie's birthday tomorrow, she's going to be 8, and I think, oh, it's been 8 years. It's been 8 years I haven't known you for, and you've stayed the same age, and I'm 8 years older. And it's just weird, isn't it, that you get older and they stay the same age. Oh, this is a shit live stream, sorry. Sorry. I told you I didn't want to do a live stream today. I told you I didn't want to do one. And then that just doesn't seem fair. And then it's mad, isn't it? Because if you think about it, you go, oh, a whole world, like, collapses when somebody dies, doesn't it? A whole world collapses when somebody dies. And you do move forward, and you do move on, and time does heal, and you do, like, you can have joy and celebrate and love again. And then you go, oh, thank God I'm not grieving like I was. Thank God I'm not in that sad place. Thank God I'm not whatever. And I don't need any whimsy fucking, oh, grief is like glitter or bullshit. I don't want any of that. Like, I don't care for it. It's nonsense. If it helps you, fine. I don't want it. All I'm saying is, it's weird how years can pass and then for some reason something happens or something gets triggered. And then it's like, oh, I'm right back in the same week. And you're like, how? How? Like, it's been 8 years. Like, it's been a long time. And then I think, what have I done in 8 years? Like, I don't want to talk. Anyway, it's nice to know I'm not alone, I'm not in the sadness that I feel. Sorry to see you sad. So I heard a song and it was that day again. Yeah, it's just weird how and then it's like, oh, I've not moved on at all. Like, I have exactly the same weight and heaviness of feelings that I had all that time ago. They're not any lighter, they're not any easier, they're not any kinder. I just don't have them every day. That's all. I just don't have them every day. And then I don't know why it decided in the last 2 days to be like, boom, here you go. Because I haven't, this doesn't have this anymore. Your body of work over these years is brilliant. And then I was like, oh, I've forgotten, I've moved on, right? And then I was thinking last night, I was like, oh, you've forgotten, you moved on. Like, you're not sad about that. Because I was thinking, why are you so sad at the moment? Like, I know you've come on your period, but what is it? Why are you so sad? And I'm like, oh, well, it's June and it'll be July soon. And perimenopause, no. Has anyone been to so I went to a grief therapist. Realist Live I've seen, major respect for you, thank you. I went to a grief therapist when it first all happened, and it was really helpful and really useful at the time, and I highly recommend going. And I think that's what's like, this is a period of time, this is what's with anybody that's lost somebody. initially the world is on fire, your whole world collapses, right, and the world is on fire, and you're walking around being like, why can't you see that I'm on fire? And people just treat you like you're normally, like, can't you see that I'm literally on fire? But you don't have like an armband or a broken arm, or you don't have anything physical, you're not in a wheelchair, you don't have a disability badge, you've got nothing to say, like, be careful with me, I'm on fire. When you initially lose somebody, there's grief, right, so heavy. And how I talked about it in the show is that it felt like I was on fire, walk around on fire, and just nobody could see that my skin was burning. And when I met Bernie and I got Bernie, it felt like somebody just put coconut oil on my insides. Like, it was so beautiful. She just put coconut oil on my insides. And so my mum passed away on the 13th of July, and I'm, you know, over a month away from it. Like, it's over a month away. And so I was like, why are you... So recently, in the last couple of days, I think because Bernie's going to be turning 8 years old, which is amazing. And these giant breeds, whatever. So then, rather than being excited that she's turning 8, this sounds selfish because I should be really happy that she's turning 8, but then I kind of feel a bit like overwhelmed because she's turning 8, and it's wonderful because I'm like, how the fuck did I manage to get you to 8? Like, I can't believe I managed to keep you alive till you're 8. Like, there's also that part of me. So then I think I'm getting upset because I'm like, oh, am I getting close to losing something? That's what it is. That's why I'm upset. Welcome to today's live stream. Oh, I'm so glad I've got the most amount of viewers and I'm crying. Doing really well, Louise. I'm really nailing it. 8 is big because you never expected to 5 past 1, right? And so I think that's what it's thinking, because she's going to be 8, and so I'm like, oh, you're getting closer to me losing you. And then I think about how close I was to the time that I lost somebody, and my mum died within 6 weeks. So she got diagnosed, died within 6 weeks, and it was 8 years ago. And it was 8 years ago, and I've been happy since. Like, I've been happy since. I've had lots of joy. I've been good. And then my brother 12 years ago, I'm sorry to hear that, want to give you a hug, thank you. And then just the last couple of days, I'm like, why are you really deeply sad? In a sadness that I can't shift. And I think it's grief. I think it's just grief. And what amazes me is that it doesn't matter how long it's been, when it comes up like this, it's literally as heavy as it ever was. And so I can't do anything to fix it. Like, I can't, you know, every event or celebration sets you off. So, like, I'm not, you know, I don't want to go out. I don't want to, I'd like a cuddle, I think. Probably could do with a hug. So, my husband passed away in January. Grief is awful, I'm sorry. Same with my dad, so I'm sorry. So, you know, it's just, and also, like, I envy people that, you know, I meet people now whose parents die, and I'm like, oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky you got more time with them. You're so lucky they were older. You're so lucky. And then I meet people that, like, have lost people young, and you're like, there's no rhyme or reason to it. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It doesn't make any sense, does it? Who gets to have life and who doesn't? And then I also think, like, when 2 people do die and they're older, I'm like, oh, good for you, you're so lucky. Like, I never got the fuss when the Queen died. I was like, what a wonderful life, that's how it should be. Like, she had a wonderful long life. Like, death is natural, that's how it should be. What's unnatural is that when it's before their time and it's cruel. That's what I think I struggle with. That's the bit that I struggle to make peace with. The actual death bit, I can do it. Is the reason I'm upset now is not necessarily because she's gone, but because of the time and how painful it was at the time. And I think I'm thinking about that, and then I'm having that dread again, that dread of what was happening and unfolding. So, you know. So yeah, so we get it. So this is about that today. And I was thinking as well, like last night, I was thinking how, you know, you walk around and your whole world collapses, right? And then all of us, and so many of us have had loss, and how many of us are walking around with just our whole world have collapsed. Or worse still, they stay alive but have Alzheimer's. I don't think it's appropriate to say worse or better. Like, I don't think it's appropriate to say when something is worse or better, but they're here or not, I think it's very challenging and very difficult. And grieving for somebody when they're still alive is also challenging. I also find it really weird when people go, oh, like somebody, they beat cancer. And I'm like, that's really... I think we need to be careful with our language, because to suggest somebody beats that cancer suggests that when somebody didn't survive, it's because they didn't fight hard enough, and as we know, that's not true. So I think language and how we speak things is you know, is how we do it. I agree, it's not a fight. Exactly, it's not a fight, is it? It's not a fight. It's absolutely not a fight. So I think a lot of it is very much luck. Like, I think a lot of it is very much luck, and you know, how lucky you are. And also if you get treated right. Life after loss is shit and hard. And I saw a thing, trauma-based reaction, there's fabulous couples on here that do fabulous techniques for that. And I think what's also interesting is, I forgot what I was going to say now. It's not a fix, it's not about a fix, it's about just sitting with it, isn't it? It's not about a fix, it's about just sitting with it. And also be careful of who you allow in your space now. So I don't know why I'm doing this right now. I think this is probably the wrong thing to do right now. I think this is probably the wrong thing to do right now, because I'm not open to suggestions. So don't let people's opinions change what you're feeling. Yeah, I think it's just, is people don't get it, they expect you to move on and you don't. So I saw this thing yesterday that was really interesting, and it talked about how when somebody dies, you die. Like, there's no way that you can't die, because they were talking from a physical point of view, especially if it's like somebody that you've known your whole life, right, who's been with you your whole life, and especially somebody that you're like a primary caregiver, or a child, or a loved one, whatever it was. They were like, you've built a life with them, so you've built so many like neuro connections with them, right? Often people don't get it, have never experienced loss, so it makes it hard to speak to them about it. I completely agree. So it's often you find people that have never experienced loss that they're like, oh, you're like, no, that's not how it is. Even somebody just now was like, I think they said like, oh, my opinion is valid, their opinion is valid. And you're like, well, actually, no, it's not. Like, if you've experienced it, yes, it is to you, but even to you, my thingy isn't the same to you. Do you know what's really funny? It's terrible when they say, I get it, my cat died. Do you know what's really funny? I always remember doing Politics for Bees, and after my mum died, those people gave me the worst advice, and I just wanted to yell at them, right? So can we just talk about, actually, can we do this? This will cheer me up. Can we do this? Can you tell me the worst things people have said to you when your mum died, or your dad died, or your child died? Like, I find it really weird, they're like, when they're like, oh, my granddad, and you're like, well, cool, he was 95. Like, in fairness, it was probably time for him to go. Like, yes, it's sad, but it's time for him to go, right? My favourite one I ever had was Chin Up. Oh yeah, I'll just do that then, shall I? Chin up, they died. They're in a better place now. And you're like, well, A, there's two things there. A, how do you fucking know where they are? And B, I fucking hope so, because that was horrific. And I don't know if they're okay. The last thing I saw was horror. So, I don't know. Get over it, they wanted to die. Worst one I got was, it could have been worse, you get a week. What? Could be worse, could have been worse, you'll get a week off work. A few months after my sister died, my dad asked, are you feeling better now? That's horrific. That's horrific. Like, but also, it shows about his inability to process his emotions, right? Because that's your dad, right? He had a good innings. See, I can't, like, if they're old, like the Queen, when she died at like 102, I'm like, good. That's good. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. I always remember doing Politics for Bees. I don't know how I didn't punch this girl in the head. And I just did this huge show all about losing my mum to cancer and the battle with cancer and how brutal it was, and passed from pillar to post, hospital to hospital, doctor to doctor, fell through all the cracks, was just a complete everything that could go wrong, did go wrong shit show. And I remember afterwards, and a girl came up to me, and it was two things. One girl came up to me and was like, oh, I preferred it when you did dick jokes. I was like, me too, babe. Me too. Like, what an easier time life was then. And the second one was, oh, I know exactly how you feel. My mum also got cancer. And I was like, oh my gosh, you poor thing. I'm so sorry. Let me give you a hug. And she went, oh no, she's fine now. And I was like, not the fucking same, is it? Not the fucking same. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 months after, no, somebody said no point talking about her. Someone said, at least it wasn't a long illness. No, Karen, it was quick and unexpected, for fuck's sake. Sorry, I'm a ball of sadness. I had to say goodbye. Always look on the bright side of life. Evangelical Christian, I don't know where to begin. At least she knew you were pregnant. I don't know what you're trolling for. I lost my mum and was told to have a bath. I couldn't help but laugh like Ray Dogs for Bixby. We thought about having a bath, some Epsom salts, yeah, maybe just a nice bit of like, should we put some essential oils in it? Shall we? Should we put some candles on, make it nice, and why don't you write them a letter and then you can burn it and then they can read it in the sky? Yeah, is that a good idea? Politics and bitches with chef's kiss. Did you find it? Did you use humour in your grief? People get super awkward. I'm lucky because everybody I've met has been very cool about grief. Most people, the majority of people I've met have been cool about grief and they're funny with it. My brother died and everyone told me I had to be strong for my parents. Fucking hell, Jenny. Look, why are people so stupid? Someone told my friend that her mum... What? No trolling. I was pregnant and upset she wouldn't leave. No trolling. I was pregnant and upset she wouldn't leave. Oh, I thought you said I was... Sorry, I didn't realise you were pregnant. Oh, at least she got to see the... I'm so sorry you said that. Forgive me. Please let me take that back. I thought you were saying that I was pregnant. I didn't read it like that. This is what somebody said. At least... Oh, God. That's what they said. At least she got to know you're pregnant. I'm so sorry. I made a dead mum joke about myself once and someone told me that I really shouldn't do that. Also, like, who is up to nobody else to tell you how to handle grief? Like, it's up to nobody else. People can be horrendous. I made someone really awkward when they're complaining about Mother's Day and went, what are you doing? I do that. Their faces are priceless. I really wanted to set up an online greeting card shop, and I still will do it. And I wanted to be like, sorry she's dead this Mother's Day. Or like, oh shit, she could have waited. She could have waited till the baby came out. Or some like dark jokes that are for people that are grieving, that you go, this is so much better than bluebells with deeper sympathies in italic writing on a fucking paper card. Do you know what I mean? When I did Bitter, the show, I did these greeting cards, and two of the most popular ones were, considering the circumstances, you're doing fucking brilliantly. That was on one card, and the other card just said, sorry, it's been so shit. And that was, there's such good cards to give. They were my most popular cards. Yeah, they're both dead. Somebody asked me a type. Sometimes asks me if I'm in touch with my exes. They say, yeah, they're both dead. I told my friend I'd pick up my stepmom's dusty remains. Hilarious. That's hilarious. This is funny. Oh, I feel better, guys. See, I'm so glad I did a live stream. I hate live streaming so much, and I don't know why I hate it, because I always feel better when I talk to you lot. Like, every time you make me feel better. Somebody asked me where my mum was once, and I said, in a box next to my bed. Oh dear. Do you know my favourite joke I used to do about my mum? I think I've told you this before if you watch my live streams for a while. As the worker, what the flowers for? Me, my mum's grave. You know, my favourite thingy was once I was in the hospice with my mum, and my sister works as a physio, right? So we're in the hospice with my mum, and my mum does this big speech, and she's like, goodbye girls, it's time for me to go. Take care of yourselves and your brothers will need your help. Take care of yourselves. Just know that I will always love you. Mum will always love you. Goodbye girls. And she took a deep breath and she closed her eyes, and then like she didn't inhale. And I was like, fuck, this is it, like, this is it. And me and Ash are both there, like, really sombre. And Ash is holding her hand outside the bed, and I'm holding her hand outside the bed. And it must have been like a minute. And I was like, don't. And then at which point my mum lifted up, opened her eyes, lifted her head and was like, oh, not today. Who does that? Who does that? Who the fuck does that? Not today. And then when she did die, there's no fucking doubting it, because fuck me. She held her breath for a long time. They do when they're dying. When they're dying, their breathing becomes very, very, it's hard because you think they die 100 times. Like, you think they're dead, then they breathe and you're like, oh. It's interesting with death because you think, oh, they're dying now. And you don't realise that, no, they're not dying, they've still got another week. And you're like, but how? How can they're clearly dying. And they're like, no, I've still got another week. And another week. And another week. And you're like, how can somebody, like it's... Aww, Pasquale. Hi, baby girl. I just cried on the internet for strangers. I'm doing really well. My aunt asked for a necklace of my mum's ashes and I said yes. Do you want a toe or a nipple? That week feels like 6 hours and 6 weeks at the same time. It's so true. It takes such a long time for them to go. And the other thing that I wasn't aware of as well is that often, if it's the hospices, they go on their own terms. So like sometimes people go when they're ready to go, and sometimes they you see them talking to people that they know that have passed away. And that's when we kind of thought, oh, it's coming up close, because she was talking to her mum and her brother who she lost. And then I was like really sad, because there's a part of you, even in the hospital, that's like, oh no, it's going to turn around, like it's going to be fine, because your brain can't comprehend something that you've never known. Like your brain cannot comprehend losing somebody that you've literally, your whole existence has been with them. So it's really difficult to navigate. And I remember she was talking, and then the hospice nurses and doctors, what they would often say is, sometimes they'll go on their own terms. So you could be with them. So me and my family, we were like, we won't leave her for a minute. Like we'll be there, there'll be somebody there, it's like you're untethered. So I use that expression all the time. It's exactly like you're untethered, right? And it's like they choose when to let go. So me and my brothers and sister, we were like, right, we'll be there the whole time, every time we'll make it. Like we'll make sure we're there so that she never dies alone. Like we'll make sure we're there so she never dies alone. And then the one time, like, one of my brothers went to the kitchen to like get a glass of water or whatever, came back gone, and you're like, you mother. And they wait until they wait, and then they go. And I wonder when you're in that moment, because all of us will, sadly, one day, I wonder when you're in that moment, do you clock that? Do you go, I can go now, just wait for it, just go to the toilet. Fucking, why are you still here? Can you stop holding my hand? Can you just get out? I'm trying to die already. This is taking weeks longer than I fucking wanted to. She waited for the moment. She totally waited for the moment, because she wasn't left alone for a second. And then the second she was, I don't think she wanted you to see it. Yeah, of course. I think it's like, it's just how do you do it? Do you do like, are you there when you're like, blink, now it's time? Or like, are you literally there, you're like, just give me 1 minute, like heaven, God, everybody that I've ever loved, like, just give me 1 sec, like I'm coming, just give me 1 minute, just let me, I'm coming. Is it like, you know when you get in the car and you're talking to a neighbour, you're like, yeah, okay, alright, I've got to go now, I'll speak to you later, in the car? Like, is it like that? Are they like, they got like 1 foot in the car, and they're like, just, I'm trying to go, like I'm trying to leave, and you keep, I'm trying to leave, if you can just, so I can go. Maybe it's their way of protecting you. Maybe it is their way of protecting you. I don't know. I saw a really sad fact that said animals will wait for their loved ones before they pass away. Like they want to be around their loved ones. They'll look for them until they go. And a vet said that often people leave because they don't want to see that. They don't want to see it. And the vet's like, that's the worst thing. Like the animal looks for their owner because they're scared. I followed you since then. I remember when you got home and she went to the garden. Yeah, that was mad. It was the weirdest thing. She got diagnosed with stage 4 and she came back and started mowing the lawn. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And she was like, well, I have to sort out the house because nobody else is going to do it, you lazy bones. And And I always remember on the morning she died, just went to Tesco. I remember walking around Tesco. What do you guys do in the morning? Like, because I hadn't been home for weeks properly, so there was no food in the house. It was like, oh, I better get some tea bags and some milk. And I remember walking around Tesco just being like, oh, my mum just died. It's amazing how human beings continue, isn't it? And all of this is because it's your birthday tomorrow, and I'm very happy for your birthday. I'm so excited. I can't believe I've managed to get you to, and you're staying with me till 10. You promised me till at least 10. You promised me. So I don't know why I'm crying, because we're going to be fine. We've got plenty of time. So yeah. Anyway. Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Ooh. She was a wild one. I went to Asda. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? In Ireland it turns chaotic with a million people coming wanting a sandwich of the week. That's the other thing, right? Someone dies, and then you've got to organise a spread for a bunch of strangers that you hardly see, don't even know, and be like, oh, do you think any of them are gluten intolerant? Like, fuck off. Oh, that's nice. Your mum's final song was Johnny Cash. That's fun, that's nice. Funeral planning, and do you know what I hate as well? Do you know what I hated the most, and I would love to be in a position to set up a charity, is a number that you call one number and it cancels every bank, every phone, every internet, everything for them. That's what I want. I hate that you have to go get death certificates to call fucking Vodafone to try and cancel a contract. It's BS. It's absolute BS. I cannot believe in 2025 there is not an easier, cleaner way to be like, this is the death certificate, close. Because it's wild that you have to call all of them, and then tell everybody, yeah, she's died, or she's died, okay, can we have a death certificate? Why do I have to send fucking Virgin, or BT, or whoever it is, or Thames Water a death certificate? Like, go fuck yourself. Like, just one number that you could call, and they will be like, we'll take care of all of it. Because do not tell me that they do not have access to everything that we've signed up for. And you get that all the time. What's the account holder? Is there a password on the account? I don't know. Like, is there like? Can you remember the third character of the password? I don't know. They're dead. They're dead. Okay. Well, we'll need to put you through to another department. Please hold. Hi. I'm afraid can I speak to the account holder? Okay, they're dead. Okay. Well, we're gonna. Oh God, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. It's horrible. And having to get a physical copy of a death certificate, I found that really traumatic. Like I didn't want to do it, and I didn't want to do it to give to Vodafone. Like I resented that. Are you the executor of the estate? No, mate. I'm just doing this for fucking jokes because it's a Tuesday. I've been to Tesco this morning, and I've ordered some gluten-free egg sandwiches for the wake, and now I'm spending time. Like, come on. It's so annoying. And why do you have to pay for a certificate? Why do you have to pay for a copy of a certificate? And then why can't I just photocopy it myself? That annoyed me as well. That was so annoying. Oh, I feel better now talking to you lot. Thank you. Why'd you make me cry? Why'd you make me come on here and cry and then you're all like nice and funny? You have to pay for the death certificate, yeah. So you get one certificate for free. They're very friendly. They give you one death certificate for free. What? And then you have to be like, oh, let me have some more, please. And you don't know how many more you need because you don't know who's going to need them. Even things like, so car insurance, house insurance, telephone bill, mobile bill, Wi-Fi, council tax, water, everything. The first one, like a dealer, the first one is free. Death is so rude. I think mine was like £8 each, £12.50 each. Like, so it's not expensive, but it's just, you just go, who's profiting? Who's profiting? What wanker is profiting from this? Like, how can you sleep at night being like, I made £62 a day by photocopying people's death certificate. Like, how do you sleep? How do you sleep? How? And then don't get me started on the price of coffins. Like, it's literally going in the ground. Wrap her up in some straw, she'll be fine. It was so inconvenient when my husband died. Like, really? Right? How rude. Like, how rude. And then the flowers. Like, oh my God, the flowers. And then, like, how do you get it right? But the coffins and the church. I remember the church. This is why I wrote God is Woman, the music, God is Woman, the show. It's also amazing that I think, oh, I'm over it. And then I spent the last 8 years literally talking about how women are the ultimate creators of life and that we should worship and respect women. And actually they're the one holy, true, all-being, all-knowing, everything. They're the one and only true divinity. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't care. Like, I'm fine. I'm over it. And you're like, really? It's funny how you dedicated your life's work to be like just one giant love letter to her. And so, I can't remember what I was going to say. Can we rent one just for the service? That's funny. That's funny. Can you rent one just for the service? Like, can you rent a coffin? Can we rent a tux with coffins? That's very funny. Can I rent a coffin? Can you make sure you've washed it out properly? Oh, did they leave a ring in it from last time? Can we just... And then also, like, burying somebody with jewellery. Or even with clothes. Why do we bury somebody with clothes on? Like, we bury people in an outfit. Is that because, like, maybe if I get buried, I want to be buried naked. I think I want to be buried naked. I've just thought of this. Rent a coffin is genius. Guys, I have so many good shop ideas. I think rent a coffin is genius. I think I want to be buried naked. But then wouldn't you be gutted if I got buried naked, then I go to heaven and everyone's like, Weezo, you're supposed to have clothes on. I'm like, oh man. Yeah, and then if you do bury me, like, I don't want to be in a big fancy dress. Like, I know what if you come back as a ghost, I'll come back as a naked. Like, I want to have my Ugg slippers on. I want to have, like, sweatpants. I want to have this, like, cool, like, comfy jumper. But I want to have my makeup done. Can you pluck my eyebrows? Can you make sure you pluck my eyebrows, pluck my chin hair? Like a naked ghost, yeah. Like, why do we bury people with clothes on? We put your mum in her jammies. Amazing. No bra in the afterlife. You can rent one and be naked. It's like hiring a kilt. They make you wear boxers. You can't rent one and be naked. It's like hiring a kilt. Why can't I rent a coffin and be naked in the coffin? Also, laying down on the backs. And I have double chin guard. Yeah, I want to kind of be like, hi, 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 hi. Like, I want to be like, and then I want a tombstone of me and Bernie. You know, like Nelson. Not Nelson. I was gonna say Nelson Mandela then. Not Nelson. What's the other one? Napoleon. That's what I meant. Napoleon. You know, with the lions. I want that. Me and Bernie. Like that. Hi. Oh, your tattoos were rot. This conversation is so cathartic. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying this conversation because I wasn't sure. Like, I literally started the live stream crying and in tears. And I never know whether to share this stuff online. I'm tentatively sharing it, but I'm like, is this going to come back and bite you in the ass at some point in the future? Or is having these frankness and this translucence, you know what I fucking mean, is what's going to build me the community that's going to enable me to do the thing that I want to do, which is build the musical. Like, is building the community here, is this part of that? And actually this is very much part of what I'm building. I don't know. Hang on, I've missed some of these. These are great. Spray it down, it's fine. This conversation's cathartic. I paid so much money for them, cut my arm off and put it on display. Hilarious, your tattoos, because you're worried your tattoos will rot. What do you mean? Sorry, can we just be gentle? What do you mean your tattoos will rot? Like, everything just disintegrates, surely. I feel like I'm in a room with like-minded people who understand dark humour and loss. Flash and the body is gone, then do your kitchen floor. They give you a good filler in the coffin, do they? Not enough to hold people to wear these. I think you've helped people today. Death should not be so... Letting out is good for everyone. Me and my mate had the Death Mum Club. Similar vibes to this. So the reason I dealt so well with my mum's death at the time is my friend had lost her dad. And she was like a fucking guardian angel for me at the time, Charlotte. She was such a god. She helped me through so much and was like, this is what to expect, this is what to expect, this is what to expect. People, yeah, would say dumb shit, and I would call and be like, why have they said such dumb shit? Who the fuck would say that? I know exactly how you feel. My mum's also got cancer. Oh no, she's fine now. She's like, yeah, they're like, and like she had horrific things people say to her, like, oh, like at least it was quick. Her dad dropped dead in a car park. And at least it was quick. Yeah, it was traumatic and fucking ruined her life for the next how many years. Still isn't over it. Like, I'll leave enough money to ever to have a great party. Pass on the church, burn me in a fire pit. Pass it, right? Exactly. My husband calls me Billy No Mum. That's horrific. That's horrific and so funny at the same time. Billy No Mum. Oh my god, that's so funny. That's horrible. That's giving me goosebumps. That's so funny. At the same time, I honestly thought you were never going to be okay. I could feel your pain so much. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's so funny. Billy No Mum. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. My dad regularly says I'm an orphan. I was thinking this, right? Like, I'm actually an orphan. But it's fine. I want my coffin to be used as a stand for the espresso martini welcome drink. Dad, you can't, because that's a dark drink and then you're going to pick... Oh, no, you can't. You can't. I do think funerals should be a celebration of the person, though. Like, I remember going to the church and wanting to read a poem about how my mum lived and what a joyful life she lived, and the church was very much, no, we have to do a mass where it's very much like, I am a sinner, I probably will go to hell, I'm a bad person, oh, punish me, will Jesus let me in, oh, we'll see, please forgive me for my sins, I should suffer so much. Billy No Mum, that's a tour title right there, isn't it? That's so funny. And I was like, no, I don't want to read, I've just watched her suffer, I've just watched horrific suffering, I don't want that, I want kind love, you will be rewarded, you will be gifted. She loved life. Love is patient, love is kind, that prayer from the film. I mean, it's from the Bible too. Well, and I wanted to do that, and they wouldn't let me read that prayer because they were like, it's not a funeral prayer. And I remember being like, fuck you, you cretins. Have you ever been to a black person's funeral? It's a whole day of celebration. No, but I did have a black choir at my mum's funeral, and they sang, and I fucking howled, and it was incredibly cathartic and powerful, and felt very spiritual and ritualistic, and felt like the most necessary, healing, beautiful thing that I could have ever done. And I'm so thankful to every person that was in that choir. Your husband gets the credit. I mean, he'll get a free ticket, okay? Billy No Mum. But only like a nice husband could say that. Like, only like, that's like a dark that only, that's only, yeah, that's very funny. Play their favourite songs, right? We should celebrate them. We should celebrate how they lived. I think that's, I mean, obviously at mine, I want everyone crying and just doing, if everyone could just do like a 10-minute speech about me. I mean, I'd like that when I'm alive. That's my problem. Like, I want to hear that when I'm alive. Can you just do like a 10-minute speech about me? Like, that's what I want. I think I'd love ones would like to know we've all found a way to laugh in our grief. It's amazing. It is incredible. I do think it's incredible, and I say this with love, how we've survived it. Because technically we shouldn't. Like, physically we shouldn't. At the time you go, I cannot ever imagine. And people are like, give it time, give it time. You're like, there will never be a time where I'm not on fire. And yet there is. There is. You find yourself 8 years later and you're fine, you're doing all right, and then your dog turns 8 and then you're suddenly like, And I'm so lucky to have Bernie. She's such a sweet girl. I look back and I think the only reason I survived that time is because of Bernie. Like, it's the only reason. It's because of beautiful Bernie. And I'd never had a dog before. And nothing else would have got me out at that time than an incredible puppy. Because it was something to love. It was something to love. And also, here's the other thing that I noticed that was interesting. Was I spent a lot of days wishing I wouldn't survive it. I'll never not be sad, but I'm happy too. Right? That's the thing. And I think it's, oh, what was I going to say? What was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say. Can anybody remember what I was just talking about? I just had a point and I forgot it. I just had a point and I forgot it. I totally forgot my point. Oh, that was it. I think what was lovely about having Bernie is like my mum, I'd be like, Mum, Mum, Mama, like Mama. Thank you guys for listening. And when she died, it's like, oh, I'm not going to say the word mum again. Like, she's not going to be mum. And then having Bernie and be like, come to mummy, come to mummy, come to your mum, where's your mum? I should be like, where's your mum? And I've loved still hearing her name. Because it doesn't matter that it's me. I love that I still hear her name every day. Yeah. Oh, these are lovely comments. I'm sending you guys lots of love too. Thank you for being so lovely today. I like it when the light is on and I get the reflection in the window and I see Mum. Do you see her in the reflection? It's weird. Is she standing there like, hello? Do you mean the reflection in the window? I was going to say in the mirror then. Do you ever look in the mirror and go, also, I don't know about everybody else, oh, you look like her. That's nice. As we were leaving my husband's funeral, his granddad said, I may as well just stay here. Save the taxi ride, right? May as well just bunk in, you know. Like, two can fit in that. Two can fit in that. Come on. Bernie, I love you. That's very, very funny. I still can't get over Billy No Mum. That's so funny. 2 for 1 discount, exactly. 2 for 1 discount. You just have to let it pass, my friends. You just have to sit with it and let it slowly pass, and it will. Like it's supposed to sting. It's supposed to hurt you. That's what it does. You're supposed to. And then you let it pass. And I'm sure she's around. I'm sure she's around. She could help me out and get me some more Patreon subscribers. Whilst I've got 46 of you, if you'd like to support my musical, God is Woman the Musical, it's all about how Mary Magdalene was meant to leave the church, and I'm out here in America trying to pull it off. And what I might do in August is, after my 5-week run in July, I might come back to the UK and start in Europe. But if you can sign up to my Patreon, patreon.com/LouisaOminan, that enables me to be out here and do it. Or at least try. Because we're trying. We're trying. I might like to ghost when it's my time. We get to see it in the UK. Well, I don't know if I'm going to put it on in the UK. I'm going to try and get... I need to try and get investment. I need to try and grow it. I need to try and put it on somewhere. Is it linked to your TikTok page? Yeah. Yeah, it's all in my thingy. Patreon.com/LouisaOminan. I'll be back tomorrow night. Much love. If it's Friday, no. If it's Thursday, yes. If I manage to do today's live stream, being today, then yes, we're back tomorrow. If I didn't do today, then no. But we are back tomorrow. I wrote a beautiful poem about my mum. Can I read it to you? Do you mind? I wrote a poem when it was the 6-year anniversary. And I shared it at the time. And I haven't shared it for a while, and I thought maybe I'll share it again on the 8-year anniversary and just call it 8 rather than 6. But let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. 16 carriages driving away while I'm years away now, only nights da 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 back of the bed. Don't know where an underbelly. Overwhelmed and underdead. I'm a computer till my fall. Still working on my life, you know. Only God knows, only God knows, only God knows. 16 carriages driving away. I remember I wrote it because I was on a European tour doing God is Woman in Europe, and I ended up in Poland, and I got this ex-war apartment staying in Wrocław, and I didn't think I'd like Wrocław, and it was my favourite place, and all the food tasted so good and it felt so familiar. And I remember seeing the most beautiful night sky I've ever seen, ever. And when my granny passed away, she was like my sun. I always called her the sun. I used to always see the sun beam on me and be like, hi granny, hi babcia. That's what I called her, babcia, because she's Polish. And babcia is Polish for grandma. And so then when my mum died, I remember being like, she was like, I'll be the sun. I was like, but you can't be the sun because my babcia is the sun. And she was like, well, in that case, I'll be the moon. And I was like, okay, my granny can be the sun and you can be the moon. And then I'm just finding it now. We're coming up to it now. It's nearly there. We're nearly at it. But I might share it on my Substack actually on our anniversary. I think that might be a good place. Bernie's so cute. I love Bernie so much. I need Bernie to live forever. Where is it? Here it is. It's coming. I'm a bit crap, but I found is to buy tickets for your show, which I'd love to go to, but I'm in the UK. You'd have to wait. Patreon.com/Louisa Omidan. So my name on here, patreon.com. Okay, it's here. Okay. Oh, have I not got it? Oh, I haven't got it as a... Have I not got it as a printed? Oh, I thought I had it printed. I've got it as a video. I've not got it printed. Give me 2 seconds, I'm coming, I promise. I'm coming, I promise. I'm coming, I promise. 16 carriages driving away while I tears away. Only now. I'm losing you all, I'm losing so many followers because they're like, we're bored of waiting for your poem. This better be good. It is good. Why can't I find it? Here it is. Are you ready? This is my poem. This was 6. This is called 6. This was on the 6th anniversary. My babcia loved watching darts. She was my sun. When she died, I would feel her peek out of the trees through gaps between the branches and with bullseye precision beam down on my sad little face. This, it's different. It's not like when I tell myself I'll work out tomorrow, or it's just one more donut, or it's definitely true love, he's just not being honest with his heart yet. It's not that kind of a lie. I daren't even toy with the idea that you might still be here, just on holiday somewhere or in the garden. There is no joy in this kind of play. It is what it is. She's dead. She's dead, she's dead, she's dead, she's dead. Clear cut, dead end, no chance, not even a smidge. You said, if she is the sun, then I will be the moon. And here I am on planet Earth, head no longer in the clouds, the void in my bones tethers me to the ground, but my feet dance again now, like I'm happy and I laugh and I love and I share and I allow. And the price is a little bit of sweetness, as I can't tell you about it, but it is so much better than it ever was before. Lately, my days have been filled with magic and joy. There is something in the air, finally. And yet I wake up screaming. I'm guilty and then I'm annoyed because she would never want that. Well, she's dead, so who cares? She's dead anyway. Like, she's dead. Tether me to the ground. And in tears, I will plod along to a shop and a random woman will say, hey, I have these for you. And she'll hand me a bouquet of flowers. I'll be sat in a room feeling overwhelmed. What do I do? What would you do? Go out in the open air. And then as I turn a corner A mother will walk past with a t-shirt that says, love yourself. I pack up my things and I head to Europe on a whim. And I head to your land because I should, right? Not because I'm expecting much. I'll head to the motherland. And when I'm there, every light turns green. Every beauty treatment I have is the best one I've ever received. Every dress I try on is my favourite and in the sale. A handbag I just had to have has my name embroidered, spelt correctly, embroidered on the inside. Every plate of food tastes like it was tailor-made for my tongue. Every overheard conversation calms my nervous system. I can hear the locals talk for hours. I don't need to understand. I would recognise it anywhere. The language like a melody to my favourite song. And I realise how much I love being home. It's probably just all a coincidence, critics will say, and they're probably right. But then I fall asleep in a stranger's apartment on the 4th floor of an old pre-war estate. It's a cheap one, but it's central and it has aircon. And I'm sleeping on my side with my beautiful cool doggy outstretched on the floor. I awaken calmly and right in my eye line without needing to lift my head. A full, fertile and majestic moon beams at me. And my sad little face is overwhelmed with joy. If maybe, for a moment, I could allow myself to be naive. And how wonderful would that be? To untether myself and consider, albeit briefly, because this love is so loud in the tiny gestures, and that's got your name written all over it, that if maybe, the signs from strangers, from places, from animals and from things were a little note from you, would that be okay? I hope so. Because if it is, then I want you to know that I love you and miss you too. Oh well, we've done really well today on today's live stream. We opened and closed with consistency. That was my poem I wrote. Okay, I'm gonna go cry some more now, because if I wasn't sad before. Aww. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I have so many tears. Thank you. Oh, you liked it? May your nights be full of full moons. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Do you know what's annoying? Is I'm doing an 8-week spaghetti week, and I've been filming this on another camera that I have to post on YouTube to be like, I have to post it. And I don't want to post it because, hello, but I have to because it's part of my 8-week spaghetti week. So I have to post this. Can I not post this update? Can I just keep this live between us and nobody ever needs to see it again? Of course you can, it's your choice, you can do that. But what about the consistency of your 8-week spaghetti? You have to freaking algorithm. But what about that being a human being? I don't know. No, I'm a Virgo. I can do what I want. Farewell, bitch. From one Billy No Mum to another. Oh, your moon emojis. Guys, your moon emojis. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. Thank you. Oh, I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here with me. And I'm going to go. I know. So we get it all here. We get it all here. Oh, happy birthday, buddy! Tomorrow's your birthday. You're going to be 8 years old now, buddy! And you're going to have peanut butter cake. A cake made from peanut butter. Oh, I could have that today, Mummy. I could eat that right now, actually, couldn't I, Mummy? Mummy, I could eat that now, couldn't I, Mummy? No, because your birthday tomorrow. But technically, Mummy, my birthday is the whole week, isn't it? It's my birthday week. It is my birthday week, isn't it, Mummy? Mummy, it is my birthday week, isn't it, Mummy? It kind of is, though, isn't it? My birthday week, Mummy. Isn't it? Isn't it, Mummy? She is a big softie. She did understand all that. Right, okay. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Eat my sausage. Oh, I love you. She knows. She knows. She knows. Okay. Okay, so birthday month, you're right, it's birthday year. I know, I'm gonna make you a peanut butter birthday cake. Thank you, bye everyone. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow at 10. Bye. 16 carriages driving away while I watch and laugh at the tears.